Hello everyone, and welcome to another review. Today we're going to be looking at the South Wales Coastal Route add-on for Train Simulator. It's pretty much a new route that's not been out that long. Came out at the beginning of April, and it's by Dovetail Games. And as usual, we're going to tell you what we like and what we don't like about it. So, what is the South Wales route? Well, it takes you from... Oh, you're going to have to excuse the sniffling because I've severely had a case of man flu these last few days. The South Wales route takes you from Bristol Temple Meads all the way around under the Severn Tunnel to Newport and Cardiff. And it includes a few sort of stations. I think it's Cardiff Queen Street and Cardiff Quays, is it? Something like that. You've got Severn Junction station, Bristol Parkway. You've got Bristol Temple Meads. There's a few that run up there as well. It's about 40 miles-ish. It's a decent sort of route. There's a container yard in there because the usual sort of stuff I talk about is variety, longevity, how long are you going to play this, all that kind of stuff. There's a container yard in there. There's obviously lots of stations. So yeah, it's pretty good. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the bad stuff out of the way first. Because actually this is going to be a really, really positive review. In terms of bad things, what don't I like about it? And I think I'm being overly critical about the bad things, but there are a couple of bad things. The first one is around the Newport area, there are the train lines where the docks would be and everything. But Dovetail Games have done the usual and not included the scenery. Why do you do this to me, Dovetail Games? Why have you gone to the effort of putting all the tracks in and not putting the scenery in? It's the same gripe I have with lots of routes that you do. And you just... Why? I don't understand why you do it. It's on the map. Rather than just going Portal, you put all the bloody track in, and you don't put the effort in. It's as though somebody's gone, it must be released by this date, and you've kind of gone, nah, we've nearly done it, but, and they're like, no, it's fine, just put it out, just do it. So I don't like that. The other things I don't like is about the scenarios that come with it. The scenarios are very, very good. In fact, we'll skip the positive. The negative about the scenarios, what I don't like is the scenarios where they start at a stopped signal, because you would never take over a train like that. It would be at a platform where they change drivers. So some of the scenarios are exactly the same scenario, but you're going to different destinations. But to cover a tiny little bit of difference in the track where the portal is, they've started or stopped you at a signal rather than at a station, and it just, for that, obviously it's a train simulator and you're simulating reality, and what do? They do something that wouldn't actually exist. So that's my gripe about the scenarios. I don't like it when it does that. There's a route that's Bristol to Newport, and then they've done a one that's like Bristol, Cardiff to Newport, and then they've done one that's like Cardiff to Holyhead, Holyhead to Cardiff, but you start kind of the signal just in front of the portal just before Newport, and other than that they'd be exactly the same scenario. So yeah, I don't like that. It's a bit, you could, if you wanted that, just go further up the line a little bit and put a station in and then make it real. But yeah, right, that's it. That's my gripe for this route. Everything else is positive, which is a shock, I know. What's good about it? Well, I've not been along this bit, but there's this real feel about the route that makes it feel really, really good. I'm going to do a comparison video between this and the Just Trains one later on, but I'm not going to do it in this review. But this really does look and feel like a really, really busy working train line. What really helps with it, normally my gripe with the scenarios is that it feels like you're driving in an apocalypse because you never ever see another train for a long time. And it's not varied because there's only one locomotive that comes with the route. This, by the default pack, you get a Class 70. I know you can buy it separately, and I've already got that, but you get the Class 70. You get a lot of freight wagons with it, so you get hopper and flat container wagons. You get the new Class 175, which you can only get in this pack, and you also get the Class 43 HST in Great Western Railways. So you get 3 different locomotives, which means when you're driving this route and in the background playing, these are the default scenarios. I've not used the Armstrong Powerhouse don't have any, but I've not used any made up scenarios or anything like that. These are purely the default scenarios. And when you watch this, you'll see that the lines are really, really busy, and there's a lot of variety, which is like tick, tick, really well done, Dovetail Games. Please can you do more of the same? Because it feels like it's a working railway with variety and all that kind of stuff. You get 8 scenarios with it, even though I've said a couple of them are very similar. You have got, obviously, you see the variety in terms of going through it. And being that there's container ports and stations, you're going to have, there's quite a lot of bit of longevity if you're a scenario creator. I think it's brilliant. I think the other good thing about this is you can buy it as a twin pack, so it's $24.99 on its own. But for another £2, you can also get the Arriva Trains DMU pack, which includes the Class 158 in Arriva Wales and the 143. So in doing that, for £2 extra, you get 2 locomotives that, if you haven't got anything else, these are brand new for you. And in addition to that, you get 4 scenarios, which combine that with the variety and everything. When you're playing in the 158 and the 143, you see the other 3 locomotives, and it's like, oh, this is brilliant. It's you guys have done a really, really great job in making this, and I hope that this isn't a one-off. I hope you guys at Dovetail Games actually have this as the norm now, because actually when you play these default scenarios and you're seeing this variety, other than maybe a little bit more variety in the rolling stacks in a Class 66 or something, I'd be surprised if this is different to what the other scenario pack people could make. I think this is really, really good, and I've had a lot of fun in playing these default scenarios, and normally I don't. I normally hate them. First thing I normally do is buy a route, go to Armstrong Powerhouse or DP Simulations, purchase if you do need to purchase it or whatever, download it, install all the other stock add-ons and that kind of stuff, and play. I normally never play the default scenarios, but these have been really, really good, and I've really enjoyed them. And I hats off to Dovetail Games. I think this is a brilliant, brilliant add-on. It's only 40 miles, and it's obviously a short one compared with West Coast Main Line, but the variety that you see in it and how you play it and how busy the line is, I think it's really, really good. It's definitely, if you're new to Train Simulator, this is probably my, this is a 9 out of 10 route for me. Other than the couple of little minor gripes that I've mentioned, for £26, £26.99, you can get a hell of a lot of variety, a load of rolling stock. If you think about it, I think the Class 70 when I bought it was £11.99. I think it's standard stock pricing. If you bought if they ever launched the Class 175, that would probably be £11.99. Instantly, you got £22 there, and you can also get, Class 43. I know what's in the standard pack, but a new livery. Class 143 isn't out as anything else, but if it was sold, then it'd be that kind of thing. So, value for money wise, this is bang on. This is a really, really good add-on by Dovetail Games. I think you guys have done a really, really good job, and I want to thank you. I think this is your best add-on that you've ever done. I think the scenarios are absolutely brilliant. The variety that you see in the line is great. Other than my couple of little gripes around scenarios not being to true life as you could be, and you could fix that by obviously having stations a little bit further up the portal and just adding that little bit more in there, and completing the scenery around the Newport dock area, I think it is. It would be perfect. So yeah, it's kind of a quick review, but I really like it. I haven't got a lot to gripe about this. I think it's absolutely bang on. So yeah, thank you very much, Dovetail Games. More of the same, absolutely more of the same. As usual, please like if you like this review. Please subscribe. I've got some interesting sound reviews coming up, some sound pack add-ons, ones of the Class 43 that you've just seen going past, because I've bought the Armstrong Powerhouse Mark III and HST sound add-ons. I've got a comparison of that. We've got some other route add-ons to do coming up very, very shortly. So yeah, keep subscribing, keep liking. As usual, have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.